Okay, this is some of you people know that I love CPI equipment, and in the box of goodies that we got from Wagga, this was covered in smoke. We've still got a little bit of casework to do on it, but the front, this is just spending probably 15 minutes on the front of it, and what was actually grey sort of looking smoke, browny sort of tinges to it. With a couple of the right solvents, we've been able to take all the rubbish off it and actually not take all the lettering off it. A mate of mine actually had a Heathkit front panel that he dipped and wanted to redo, and I've learnt from his story, because the panel was clean. It was beautiful and clean. Unfortunately, it had taken everything off it, so of course that was not the best. But anyway, that's a start, and it's we've got a couple of little black little texture marks we'll need to make. There's a couple of little spots that in there on the front, but I've got I love CPI equipment. I've got a really large collection of CPI, and when this meter came up, I thought, yep, fantastic. I think we paid like $100 for it. It's not, CPI is never cheap, so there were a few people at that auction that knew what they were looking at too. So. But that's the way it goes. But once I'm just trying to decide whether I'm going to respray the cover, or I can get a colour match pretty right. But geez, I tell you, a bit of cutting compound, we're going to come close. We just actually made a phone call about some new stuff, some marble-based stuff that is pretty good for metal panels. So we might be able to, especially with some of the other radios with obviously the smoke that. Unfortunately, the previous owner was a pretty heavy smoker. I hear he's a great guy though, so I'm sure he enjoyed smoking. I can tell he enjoyed radio, that's for sure. Okay, VK3CM, just a quick sort of video on the CPI watt meter, and we'll throw that in with the rest of it once we get it finished off. Cheers, VK3CM.